Hi guys, welcome back to the Cocktails and Culture podcast with myself, Brigethia Arai.
And I'm Benjamin Coy.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. There's so much happening. There's so much happening. Alert! This is not a drill. Please do not be alarmed.
Please do not. Actually, be alarmed.
Actually, be alarmed. But we'll get into that. How you been, babe?
I've been good. I've been good. I've just been, I don't know, just living in the moment, accepting things, just living, honestly. Taking a day at a time.
As
How
you
was you
should. I've been good. Doing the same. Taking a lot more self-care.
Yeah, self-care.
In whatever form that is. I've been napping a lot lately.
Love napping.
Love a good nap, baby.
Yes.
And especially as it's been cold outside.
Ooh, yes.
This past weekend it was like really cold and rainy.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like perfect nap weather.
Perfect.
So, yeah, that's what I've been up to, child. Get that rest in.
As you should. That's not what we know, honey. Get my rest in. Relax. Don't feel guilty for relaxing. Have a good time.
Yes.
Do whatever it is.
Put you first.
Right. Like, if you just want to watch TV, watch
TV.
Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to, but do
Period.
what you want. Let's get to these drinks.
Yes. You can do
Now.
Good child.
Okay, so first of all, this drink is in honor of Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it Beehive. Okay.
Honeycomb.
Honeycomb. Beehive. The Beehive Honeycomb. I don't know. Something. Y'all make up a name. Beyonce and honey, because it got honey in it.
Okay.
Now let me tell y'all what's in there. Okay, so this is honey and whiskey. We tried something new, no more tequila, not this time.
Yes.
Honey, whiskey, and what's that little sour mix, lemon sour thing?
Yeah.
Y'all, this is strong.
I'm like taking a mini sip.
This is strong.
This is very strong. It is very strong. But it's good.
Ooh, goodness. Okay.
Knock you out though.
So if y'all make that at home, be well.
Okay, guys. So as you know, it is February, honey, and we
Yes.
have entered into Black History
Black
Month.
History
Yes.
Month. We in our month.
Excuse me?
Black History Month.
We need a longer month.
Black History Month? We need
like
the whole
to be-
year.
We need a longer
Black History
month.
Year. How about...
We're celebrating us. It's not a month. It's just a lifestyle, and we're just constantly celebrating us in all of our forms, all of our ups, downs, excellence, and that we are just literally culture shifters.
Yes.
We are literally the standard.
Period.
Copied. A whole bunch of stuff. Y'all know. Y'all already know. But I did want to share for 2023 Black History Month that the theme this year is Black Resistance.
Yes.
Now, me being a part of the Beehive, I most definitely read Black Renaissance.
I also read Black Renaissance.
And that's
I
a
think
shame.
we were just in the swarm
I
of
was in the
today.
swarm,
Like so
yeah.
much happened at one point today.
Wow.
And I think honestly, truly, I'm pretty sure that 70% of America read Renaissance
Exactly.
and not Resistance.
Period.
But we are celebrating Black Resistance.
Yes. So that is a theme this year. But yeah, celebrate the way you can. Others support your Black people this month and just in general. But yeah, so happy Black History Month, y'all.
Happy
Period.
Black History Month.
Yes. And then
Congratulations.
every episode this month, we are going to honor and just pay homage to people that have done a lot for the culture.
Yes.
From the people that really paved the way in the beginning to some of the great people now, the youth that are like really making change. So yeah, we'll be doing that.
I do want to take a moment and pause and send love to the family of Tyree Nichols.
Yes.
And everyone being affected by that news. I have actively tried not to talk about it, but not because I didn't want to talk about it. Well, I guess, yeah, I didn't want to talk about it because it's honestly a difficult topic.
Yes.
Mostly because I can see myself in that position very easily.
Yeah.
My brother, my nephew, like my dad, my granddad, like I can see each and every one of us in that, and the thought of that really freaks me out.
Yes.
It really scares me. And like, it feels like there's no way out sometimes. So I want us to continue to lead with love, continue to lead with respect. Just respect people.
Yeah.
Just respect people.
I agree. I think for me, I feel like it's just kind of traumatizing.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
kinda. It is traumatizing.
Yes.
Because it just feels like it's starting to become like not that there's no emotion, but it's like I can't think of the word right now, but it's just like you're so used to hearing something. Yes, desensitized to it. And it's like you're so used to hearing it all the time, and it feels like you said, like there's nothing that we can do. Not there's nothing we could do, but it just feels like it's constantly like a reminder, kind of like when someone, it just feels like it's like America's reminder to us that like, yeah, we don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got, like, we don't matter or something. Like, it's just like a constant reminder. So although like I definitely want to send so much love and so much like just love, honestly, like love to his family, and I don't know, it's hard seeing that. Like, I didn't want to watch the video. I just can't watch it.
Oh, I'm not.
I can't watch the video.
And I would really appreciate it if people would stop like just sharing it.
Yeah.
Because it is a little triggering.
It's very triggering.
And I really don't just want to be scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the things, and then it just pops up. So, yeah. And if social media can like I see Instagram doing it, if they can do like more notifications, basically, where like it blocks it out first, and you can watch it if you choose to.
I do think though that is important for other people, meaning non-black people, to see the video.
Yeah, you never mind.
I think that they definitely should see the video, and I mean, because like you said, it's hard. Like it's hard for us to just talk about it because it's just very traumatizing, and it just feels super personal. But outside of that, other people that are not directly affected, you know, that's just like when you see someone going through something, it's just like you can't relate, so you don't really have any emotions toward it. You don't really care, essentially, because you are not directly affected by it. But how great is it to have that luxury to not constantly see yourself and people that look like you getting killed for senseless reasons by people that are supposed to protect us. So I think that that's like the hard part. But no, so like I said, we definitely here at Cocktails and Culture, we just want to send lots of love and prayers to the family, and we just hope that like some way, somehow, that this is like gonna stop.
Absolutely.
At some point.
And so because of that, this year, here at the Cocktails and Culture podcast, we are focused on celebrating Black joy.
Yes.
We're focused on, like we said earlier, celebrating Black culture, celebrating us, celebrating you. But like just celebrating us, the culture,
period.
And what we have done. So again, much love to the family of Tyree Nichols.
Yes.
And make sure you celebrate Black joy and Black radiance.
Period. Yes. Just Black everything.
Black
like everything.
Because
it's not always excellent all the time. We don't have to live up to that all the time. Like we're just us. We're just existing. We just want to exist.
Me and my existence, however I come, is already excellent.
Exactly.
I wish my snap was louder right there.
Yes, love that. No, seriously, like however we come, like it's not always gonna be excellent. We're not always gonna have it all together at every moment. But we're here and we stand up every day and we keep going.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Amen. Let the church say it. Okay, my loves. Now, in the essence of celebrating Black joy, I think if whenever you're listening to this, the tickets will already be out. I will be celebrating my ticket.
Period.
But Beyonce announced the tour officially. How did you find out? Did I tell you?
No, I think I seen like, well, I mean, we were like sending stuff, whatever, but I think I seen like on social media, like people kept, the tweets that kept suggesting that it was gonna happen, but I'm like, I was trying not to get my hopes up, you know, because I'm like, is this really gonna happen? But then I thought about it, like when I look back at my social media memories today, she does announce a lot of stuff on February 1st. She does. She announced the twins. She announced lots of stuff, like, so.
We told y'all, first of all, we told y'all
it was coming.
That it was coming.
Yes.
And I think, I really feel like I said February 1st.
I definitely think you said, like, Black History Month vibes, like.
No, I feel like well, yes.
Yeah, like you.
But I really feel like I said February 1st.
You might have, but I feel like I remember you saying definitely, like, February.
Beyonce, because what Roland Ray said, Beyonce checks up on me. Like, we chit chat all the time. So I then told y'all what was happening. Anyway,
Ray said,
I
bailed him out.
Say knows all about me. Beyonce has my number. Man, Beyonce talks every now and then. She checks up on me. When I got arrested, Beyonce was at my rescue like it was nothing. It was giving.
I woke up this morning bright. First of all, I went to sleep last night at 3 o'clock.
Yes, I went to sleep late too. That's why I wasn't.
But I was waiting for her.
For something.
Yeah, because 12 o'clock came. I refreshed that page. Nothing. Even when Yvette don't say anything, I knew, okay, boom, it's over. Then I said, okay, maybe she'll wait until 3 o'clock. So then when, LA, everybody can get at the same time. That didn't happen. So I said, okay, girl, I'm going to sleep.
Right.
I wake up, and I'm an easy riser. I have to. I don't just get here and I don't wake up and just use this. No, I have to like ease into the waking up. So as I'm scrolling on, checking all the apps and things and checking all the peoples and things, I refresh and boom, there it is. My queen looking beautiful in the boosty, in the bra, whatever. She just, wow, you look amazing, Beyonce.
Amazing.
But I was like, okay, girl, where the dates at?
She said, y'all would go.
She just said, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Period. So, I'm excited. Have you had your conference?
I have.
I've had my conference with everybody. And I am going to. I had to.
Okay,
honestly, I might go to 3. I'm going to, for sure, okay, at this point, for sure going to DC and for sure going to NOLA.
Okay.
But I feel like I also, just for my own well-being, feel like I want to go to Philadelphia because that's the first like U.S. stop.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay. The only reason why I wanted to go to NOLA, but I realized NOLA was during the week. And I mean, obviously I'll figure it out, but like, I hate concerts during the week. I be wanting to be on the weekend, so I could be like,
Brigethia.
I know, but
this is Beyonce. This is Beyonce.
But I'm just
it's
saying.
January. That's in September. We got time for the PTOs and all that.
Oh, I ain't worried about the PTOs, child.
Girl, take off the whole week. What you mean?
I'm dead.
Yes, it is kind of weird to be on a Wednesday though. In the middle.
No, concerts always like artists I always do. Like they'll have a random ass concert on Tuesday night. It's like, damn.
Girl, and I'm going. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right. So you're thinking NOLA, definitely DC, and maybe Philly.
Maybe Philly.
Okay.
Girl, at one point I was like, let me go to Stockholm.
I'm dead.
The very first. I'm going to Sweden on May 15th, on May 10th. I might.
So people were posting, like, girls was posting, like, they said to their mama, like, girl, we want a Beyonce concert. I'm gonna need you to babysit. I'm telling you now. So you got months ahead. I need a plan.
Plan accordingly.
Exactly. So I love that because that would be me if I was a mama. Period. So what you gonna do with your son since you was a mother? You gonna plan?
Child, what am I gonna do? I mean, bring me to be just fine. I'll take him right on down to the little pet hotel. Love you, my baby. I'll come back for you. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be just great.
No, but I'm so excited. Like,
no, like
I'm
it was.
so excited.
I'm very excited. And it's rumored that she's gonna perform the Grammys on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll give y'all our review, of course. I'm sure it'll be amazing. And she better win. If she don't win,
if they got my sister coming to perform, she better win. Don't not have me performing if I ain't win. Now I need to know.
They done did that before though.
They done did.
I mean, I feel like each time.
But I feel like any person that, if someone else wins, they're gonna be like, child, Beyonce should have won, because not even on some like, but at be for real. What other album in 2022 was honestly as good or even impactful as?
Well, let's look at the nominee.
Yes, let's look at the nominee.
Let's. If you'll indulge me for a second, album of the year. nominees are Voyage by ABBA. I thought ABBA was... ABBA is the see that girl, dancing queen people, right? Or is that from a musical? I don't know. Then 30 by Adele.
Okay.
Bad Bunny had something.
The girls like Bad Bunny though. I mean,
Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous.
Girl, you fucking lying.
Like, yeah, that's not me.
Okay, girl. Okay, what else?
Something. Who was Brandy Carly? Coldplay got one. Kendrick Lamar. That's what the F word. Oh, Lizzo. Special.
Lizzo.
And then something about Harry Styles. I feel like
Adele had a good album.
and Adele had a good year.
Yeah, it never gave Renaissance. Nothing on that list.
Nothing on this list gives Renaissance. But
and if it really was the case, then I honestly would say no, I wouldn't. But even if I really felt that way, I would not. I mean, if I felt that way, no, honestly, no, seriously. If I really felt like it was honestly somebody's album that was even like as anywhere near, then I'd have been like, okay, yeah. But I just feel like Renaissance was the best album, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of the Beehive. I'm honestly not just saying that. Like that's just honest facts. Yeah. Like I'm sorry, like it just was not no song. Like
nothing elevated my life in the way that Renaissanced.
Yeah, because
yeah.
What other album where people was just at this point making up videos, their own shit? Nobody was doing that because. I mean, I know the girls do like Bad Bunny, and I think he do be like, his shit did sell a lot too, but like, that's just like, overall.
Is it about sales? It's not about sales.
I think it's
what is it about?
I think it's the sales, I think it's like the impact, I think it's obviously like the Billboard charts, I think it's all into one.
Well, if it's impact.
But Beyonce sales were good too though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were very good.
Pure sales at that. No publicity. My girl, you no publicity.
And that's another thing. No publicity, no tour, no videos.
Nothing.
Hello.
Just bought it.
Fans made it.
Period.
Or she was post on her Instagram and put something in her bio, her Instagram bio.
Period.
Like, be for real. Like, no other artist could really do that seriously. Like, honestly. No. And I don't think Beyonce is not an artist that's just a certain. I mean, obviously, there's people that supposedly don't like Beyonce or feel like she's overrated or whatever. But collectively, as a world, I feel like there's a certain people that like Bad Bunny. Mm-hmm. There's certain people that like, you know, well, no, I think Adele's another artist. A lot of people like her. But Beyonce is like, period, for all the types of people. Mm-hmm. Black, white, Asian, whatever. Like, everybody like Beyonce. So, I don't know. We'll see. But at the end of the day, I'm rooting for everybody black. So, I think
Beyonce don't will album of the year.
Black people.
Somebody's going to have to see me.
Period.
That's how threat is.
We ride at dawn.
We ride at dawn. Beehive, get it together.
But we'll see you guys at the Renaissance tour.
Yes. Come on, meet and greet.
Yeah, we're going to have a meet and greet.
We'll have a little cocktails and culture meet and greet.
Live interviews on the red carpet.
Yes, so make sure you come in your Renaissance wear. Period.
We're going to see you soon.
Oh my God, that's another thing, girl. What am I going to wear?
I know, it's like I want to give comfortable, but I want to give cute because you know you got to really be able to like do you.
I'm sweating whatever I'm wearing, so
nice.
I really need to wear something that's comfortable.
The feet gotta be comfortable.
The feet, I'm
got to be comfortable. Yeah, absolutely. Because I can't be doing too much. We can't be doing too much. We gotta be comfortable.
Cause baby, I might mess around and hit a split, and I need to be.
So, there's been lots and lots and lots of conversation and little controversy, lots going on with the new Netflix original film, You People, which was directed by Kenya Barris and Jonah Hill, and I know you guys probably seen it, starring Lauren London. I can't remember, I don't think we talked about it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. No. Kenya Barris and then Jonah Hill, has Nia Long, Eddie Murphy, Lala Anthony, Young Miami, lots of people in there. Overall, so I'm gonna be honest, when I first watched the trailer, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch, but like I felt like, oh, it's a girl, it's gonna be corny, like it's just gonna be a little cheesy, little pregnant, whatever. So what did you think when you seen the trailer? Did you feel like?
I don't really remember seeing the trailer.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I didn't really know what it was. Well, I knew it was gonna be about. Obviously, it was an interracial relationship and whatever. Like they showed little clips, but I just was like, okay. But I was like, I knew I was gonna watch because first of all, mostly because I mean, the cast I feel like is like pretty entertaining, like iconic, like fucking Eddie Murphy, like hello.
Actually,
Mike Epps too.
I did see the part where they were when Young Miami was like, Young Miami had on a
This white lady.
Yeah, I did see that. That was the only thing I saw.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, y'all got Young Miami, you got her little cameo, you got, you know, come on, like, okay, it's Eddie Murphy, whatever, I'm gonna watch. So anyways, watched the film, and I actually thought that it was like a super cute, like just funny, like I was cracking up.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I laughed probably the entire time. It was so funny.
Yeah. I would definitely, like, I feel like it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna act like I think this film is just...
It's not revolutionary. It's not
but I mean, do we have to, everything gotta be revolutionary? Like, it's just something to throw on. Like, I don't know. Like, I would throw on. Right, I'm not gonna lie, like, I would probably turn it back on, like, if I was just doing something.
No, I wouldn't watch it again.
I probably would.
Not in a bad way. It's just like I know all the jokes, so there's nothing.
Yeah, you know all the jokes, but it's like certain movies where it's like, or even television shows that like, oh, I can play that while I'm cleaning up, or I'll play it while I'm just, I don't know, like doing something. Like I don't know, like it's like a little stupid movie. I mean, not stupid in a bad way, but just like funny. Yeah, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I mean if you watch the movie. But of course, there were people that did not like the movie.
Well,
they said it was corny. It was bad. It was bad. Writing, they felt like the writing was just typical of what Kenya Barris always does, and they didn't think Lauren and Jonah's connection was as believable. Which I can see why people think that, because he's not a guy that no one would think that Lauren London would.
Well, I think that was intentional.
Right, that was the whole point.
But I also feel like, you know, this is her first thing back into the swing of it. So I feel like that connection that people were expecting to be there, I think that was because she's still like, you know, and she said it in the interview that she's still getting used to, you know, being here without,
it's been like 3 years.
Nipsey. Yeah. So I think that maybe that's where people were seeing that connection or that disconnect.
Right. No, I definitely agree with that. Like I said, I don't feel like it was like super like revolutionary, like you said, but I mean, I think that it was just like a cool little simple cute movie to throw on. Another take of it, I think too, is like there's plenty, you know, white films that are just like some regular little, like, it's not that ground, like people let it fly, you know what I'm saying? Like it just always be, there's tons of like rom-com, corny.
And that's what that was.
That's what it was, honestly. Like it's tons of movies like that that are more so, you know, focused on like white European relationships. So I feel like there's tons of movies like that. That's why I think, and not that even Girls Trip is the same, because I think the writing on Girls Trip is a little stronger, but like I feel like, I mean, I don't.
Same now.
I mean, it's similar to the same, but I don't think it's like, I don't think that's like a typical Will Packer type of story. Like Kenya Barris does some of the similar work. I feel like it was different because we don't see black women going on a trip, a girls trip, like movies where they're just having fun, getting drunk, having a good time. Will Packer. So he wrote like Think Like a Man and all of that. So I feel like his writing has a little bit more range, I think, in my opinion. But anyways, I think that those movies are good for the culture because we don't always have, it's always a trauma based, or it's like a super, I don't know, like always stereotypical, or just like, I don't know. But needless to say,
actually, I'm going to take something back. I do think it was revolutionary.
You think people was revolutionary? I'm just clarifying.
Why you said it like that?
I just was like, okay, well, wait, which movie
she said,
about? Okay, why?
I'm going to say yes, because...
Revolutionary?
Maybe it was like, I don't know about revolutionary, but whatever other word that's a little more simpler, the revolutionary, I feel like it had an impact, I'll say that. Because, yes, it was the typical interracial situation with white family, black family don't like the white man, you know, whatever. I get that. But I feel like they also like talked about a lot of like cultural differences. Like, yes, you had the race thing, that was a division, but you also had the black family that were Muslim. You had the white family that was Jewish. So they're not like, it was not Christian family, like, which is usually what happens. Yeah. So I feel like that was discussed. Only thing I will say though, I hope that the people, the writers or whoever, like, I hope they're like a part of those cultures. Otherwise, some of those jokes I'd be like a little uncomfortable. laughing at.
Well, I mean, Kenya and Jonah Hill were the executive producers and stuff and writers, so it was created by them. So I'm sure they had other writers in the room,
But I will say yes. I think it was revolutionary for that. Yeah, and like the conversations were very thoughtful. Now at some points they did get kind of preachy, like with the race. Like, I'm so sorry for your you're a whole person. You're not just
right.
your race. Like it was preachy, but like I felt like we've never had a romantic comedy do that.
Okay.
I would say.
I see what you mean there. I think also too now times are so sensitive and like everything is like so different compared to like I would think like movies like Break It Down the House where they had with Queen Latifah where it was like super like moments with the white lady.
Mama, is Massa gonna sell us tomorrow?
Like yeah, that's racist, but it's like it's funny. Like it's just.
But see, nobody that there was not a conversation.
Right, it's not a conversation. It just happened. Like, and I think I like that stuff like that. Like I love those moments.
That was funny.
Right, it was.
Yeah, the house was
Everybody hates Chris when the teacher was always saying crazy shit.
Sometimes I forget how strong your people are.
What do you mean how strong my people are?
You shall overcome someday.
It's like okay, yes,
that
it's
was
kind of,
funny.
but it's funny. Like, and I think that we need like some funny, and that's why I liked it because I felt like it just brought some laughter and it wasn't so
Also,
hard. Yeah.
I'll also say remember the difference between Bring Down the House, Everybody Hates Chris, and that versus You People. I feel like the audiences are different. I don't think there are white people. I don't think the target audience of Bring Down the House was white people, if that makes sense, back in that time.
Okay.
They probably made it for everyone to watch it, but I feel like it had
More
like
black
Queen
people
Latifah, there was another rapper in there too, wasn't
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
it had like a lot more of our culture in it than it did. I feel like it was the same as like Malibu's Most Wanted, where it was a black movie and the white man just happened to be in it. I don't think that it was marketed to.
I don't know. I think Malibu's Most Wanted is probably more black, I guess, because it's whatever. But no, I see what you mean, though. I see what you mean. But I think Breaking Down the House was kind of a little bit both because Steve Martin, I believe his name is.
Steve Martin was.
He's like a. Yeah, so I think black and white people like him, but I think like him and then the other guy, I can't remember his name. This was his friend, whatever. But like, I don't know. But no, I see what you
Wasn't
mean.
it Tyrese?
You said Tyrese?
Tyrese?
Breaking Down the House? No, no.
Something with a face.
Yeah. That also was the season of Queen Latifah just having
And being
a
everything.
run.
Yeah.
Child. She had the run. She was like the
That was
black
Perfect
woman.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Oh.
Yes.
Said it all.
Child, something off was before that, but no, it was tons of Queen Latifah. Like we got her, and that's like I mean it's not the same, but like when Kevin Hart had his run where he was like that. It was that one year
too.
he was in every movie.
Every single one.
Like I know he made.
Bank.
Man, like so much money. But I feel like Queen definitely is one of those people that like for a very long time, because I've seen other actresses, black actresses talk about this, like she was like the one that we always seen in every film. Like she was the one that was getting chosen for so many different roles. Like
That was intentional. She had and probably still has, I'm sure, great management.
Yeah.
Because they were transitioning her from
Yeah.
being like known for her rap to being known
For
for
music.
multiple.
That's a great
And she had a talk show and
Yeah.
everything.
Like such a great career. Like to be able to just transform into those many different
And do it well too.
do it well, right? And to be coming in like obviously we weren't around when she was rapping because like that was way before our time.
Alrighty, so Nene Leakes has made a return, a very brief return, but we're excited nonetheless. Monday and Tuesday of this week, she was a co-host on The Breakfast Club in the same way that Jason Lee was, which was really nice to see. I think they're in the point, as in The Breakfast Club, they're in the point where they are auditioning new people. Like, you know, The View does this, The Real used to do it when they were on. Like, so they're auditioning new people for the new spot. So Jason Lee was first, and then Nene Leakes. Now, initially, I was afraid that, first of all, we called it, I think you said this specifically, that Nene should be on The Breakfast Club and take over Angela Yee's, take over her role. So then to see her do it was like, okay, now the characters are pushing podcasts is coming from the beginning. Yeah. So it was really great to see her on that. She did a great job. It was very hilarious. Anyway, in her last day, I think, is when the situation with Robin Dixon came to the light. We'll get into that. Mm-hmm. But while talking about the Robin Dixon and Juan situation, she said that she does not feel like that Robin and Juan are famous.
Yes, because I think she was talking about the lady that Juan allegedly cheated with. Mm-hmm. Was supposedly, Robin said that the girl was trying to get fame from them, or that Juan promised her fame, and Nene was like, fame? Like, how could they give her fame? Like, they're not even famous.
So, okay, well, first of all, what do you think? Do you think that Robin Dixon, Juan Dixon, do you think the Bravo celebrities are famous?
Some of them, yes.
So who do you think is famous?
Kathy Hilton.
Okay.
And I mean, I won't say even just because she's on that show, because she's Kathy Hilton. Mm-hmm. Rinna.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
Rinna. Rinna. Nene, Kyle.
You said Nene?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
The thing with fame, though, because when I think about fame, I think about
that's the thing.
You can't go to the grocery store.
That's what I think about too.
So actually, let me take that back. I think they are well known. I think the only person that probably can't go to the grocery store, not even that she can't, but she probably wouldn't, is like Kyle. I mean, not Kyle, Kathy Hilton, because I mean, she's Kathy Hilton. But I mean, everybody else is really just like not. But I do think, I mean, I don't know. It's like people are popular than others.
I think, first of all, it's difficult, okay, because it's hard, okay. Kathy Hilton, Rinna from Beverly Hills, Kyle Richards, Candy.
Yeah, Candy is more popular.
But those people, they were famous before.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
So to me, yes, they are famous.
Wait, Kyle was famous before?
Kyle Richards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was in a little scary movie.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She was acting.
So yes, they were like, and they had like real fame before that. I mean, like in the grocery store causing mayhem.
Yeah.
However, for the rest of the people, and Garcelle, yeah, she was a model. Gowns, beautiful gowns. I mean, she was on the Gary Fox show.
Yeah, I mean, no, she definitely was famous before. I'm not gonna do that. She was famous before. But if that's the case, girl, Kenya's gonna say, I was America's blah, blah, blah. I was on the Jamie Foxx show, but she wasn't famous, though. I don't feel like. Kenya is not famous.
Kenya can go to Publix and be just fine.
And Cynthia was technically a model before, too, but I don't feel like...
Eva.
Yeah, but no.
But Kim Fields is famous.
Okay.
So the difference that I have is there's people that were actual, like, famous, cannot go to the grocery store without causing mayhem.
Wait, I think Nene said a star, too, though. She said, I think because she said
none of them are stars.
Yeah, none of them are stars. Which I could kind of agree. They're not stars. So that's the difference. But they're not.
Okay, so she said that they weren't stars, and I don't want to say like that. Just sounds so harsh. Like, okay, maybe they're not. Everyone's a star in their own right. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, okay.
But yes, I do understand what she was saying. None of them are like breakout. Nobody is Nene Leakes. I feel like was what she was alluding to.
Well, I don't even think just that. I think really and truthfully, she ended up making a raw statement, but I think she honestly was referring to Robin and Juan. Robin and Juan are not like
I don't think
any of them, but I mean,
they're famous to me. I mean, I watch and I'm like, if I saw them, I would be like, oh my god! Like when I saw Ashley Darby, I had tears in my eyes. My grandma, if she saw Phaedra Parks in public, she would not know who Phaedra Parks is. Right. No, she would not think twice.
Well, yeah, every generation, like they said, like if you see like, you know, younger kids that's younger than us, like they see a TikTok star and they be like, oh my god, they famous to them. That's very true, but at the same time, I feel like I feel like that girl would have got on the blogs, but she's not gonna get famous because of Robin and Juan. Like,
Yeah, I think
No.
Robin misspoke what she said.
yeah, I mean, whatever. But yeah, that's what Nene said. The girls were mad. I think Ebony.
Girls, yeah, so she
I
came
didn't see
on.
what she said though.
Now I did watch it a little bit. So basically, on the show, when Nene was hosting, they asked her about Ebony K. Williams was one of the people that they brought up to ask Nene if she thought they were famous. Nene said, "I don't know who Ebony K. Williams is. If you don't know who Ebony K. Williams is, I don't really know her as well. I do know, however, that she was the only black girl or only black woman on New York, the Housewives of New York." So part of what she was saying today is to clear up the rumors that Nene does not know her. Nene does know her apparently, and she brought up receipts where she was like, "Here's my Instagram DM where Nene Leakes text or messaged me and asked me if she was still on New York." She said, "Are you still on Real Housewives of New York?" And then Ebony didn't respond, and then Nene said, "Hello," with question mark. And then Ebony said, messaged her back and said, "I would be more than happy to talk to you about this over the phone. Here's my phone number, call me." But it just silences the rumors that Nene does not know Ebony. Apparently they know each other.
Girl.
She's in her meeting, I'm trying to ask her to be on the show. Anyway, that's what she was saying. I think that the Real Housewives are a star in their own right.
They're
All
Bravo
of them are
stars.
Bravo says it themselves. They're Bravo celebrities.
Yes, period.
And if I saw each and every one of you in the grocery store, I would cry if that's me.
Girl, you would not.
I wouldn't, but I'd be very excited to see them. It would gag me.
Girl, if I seen Nene, I would be so excited.
Girl, if we saw Nene,
I would be beyond excited. Like,
Girl.
Nene, oh my god, let me go to Lanithia.
But so that's that. Now, getting into the actual tea that was brought up to Nene Leakes. Robin Dixon and Juan Dixon. So on this past Sunday, on the show, I think this is when they brought up, or Karen brought out the girl, not brought out, but brought up the girl that...
Yeah, one was cheating.
Yeah.
I think that was the episode before last.
So
She
what
said
happened on
it.
this past episode? I'd be forgetting.
Well, it was brought back,
Exactly, what did they do?
I feel like it was something though.
Oh, this is when they, first of all, this is when they had the dress fitting. That was very awkward.
Oh, yes, that was very awkward and weird.
But they talked more about Juan cheating, whatever. And then Robin goes on Reasonably Shady podcast to basically say, well, I knew about this situation before, and I just didn't want to talk about it on the show. Like, I knew this was happening. Giselle is in her amen corner. Yes. Like, we knew about it, whatever. Basically, my feelings and Carlos King went up. He was one of the
So did
producers
Candace.
of an early show. Yeah, they were, Candace ran
Candace,
it down.
yeah.
Basically saying that, you're on a reality show about your life. You have to be real. Like, how could you hold this back? Whatever. This is what I have to say about it. I'm not upset at her for holding it back.
Okay.
I'm not upset at her for holding it back because I think it is your jurisdiction to bring up what you want to bring up on the show. Okay. So I'm not mad at her for holding it back. What I am upset with her about is that instead of just not talking about it, she devised a plan to have the attention be totally off of her so that nobody would bring it up. That is what I don't really care for. Because the person you went after was completely innocent. Chris Bassett, such a lovable guy, okay? Completely innocent. You went after, and then you made your best friend take the fall for it. And then you're gonna go out to lunch with them and talk about, oh, I think Giselle is lying, and I don't think that's true, blah, blah, blah. Like, so now you're intentionally undermining people. That's what I didn't really care for.
And that's where I come, because I'm not even like, and I know y'all probably think, like, oh, you just don't like Robin, you just don't like Giselle.
I know, we know you don't like that.
I don't, but it's not just because I'm just being like, mean or something, but it's because that just goes to show since the beginning of time. And now Robin did have like her little stuff in there. Obviously Giselle had a little stuff in the beginning, whatever. But it just goes to show that every season, for the most part, Robin has the same boring ass storyline about her and Juan getting married and not getting married. She doesn't have nothing to talk about. Giselle also has nothing to talk about. They literally just find other people's business, deflect. Everybody done talked about embarrassing shit. Karen done the taxes situation. Ashley with multiple cheating. Everybody has had Candace with people, her mom talking about her finance situation and who paid for this and who paid for that. Like everybody, outside of Robin talking about stuff that happened even technically before she was even on the show. Well, them, getting a divorce and Juan cheating, and then again with them, getting their finances together. Really, only them getting bankrupt outside of their house, whatever, that one season. But like they literally both do that. So to me, they do be having stuff going on, obviously, but they just continue to deflect. And that's the thing that's the part that I just don't like in general. Because I don't think it's fair. Nobody don't want their personal business. And I'm going to protect my friend too. Like, you friends with somebody, they got something personal going on. I'm not going to want my friend to look crazy. But that would have been anybody else. They would have went ham. Like, your man's cheating and this, that, and the third. Oh, but you was protecting your friend and what she has going on. And I don't know. They play dirty to me. That's what I don't like. Like, they just play dirty and they want to expose everybody else's personal stuff when everybody else be just out there and open with their stuff besides them. And I don't think that's fair.
I don't think it's fair either. I still, though, I still do stand by my statement from last episode.
Well, it's not your business when Robin got married.
I mean, well, yeah, but also that without them, we would not have a show. I'm still standing by that. But however,
they start
like I said,
but they don't share. I don't think that's fair. Like that's what you came to do for your job.
True. And that's why I will say, if I were production, I would demote Robin. Yeah. I would make Robin a friend of Giselle's. Since you don't want to show everything, okay, well, let's just demote you so you can still, you do your mayhem with your best friend.
Someone made a good point.
And bring a new girl.
I don't know if that was Carlos or not, but someone I watched was saying, like, Robin obviously has, like, the Housewives show, then she has her hat line or whatever, and I don't know what else she has. Oh, the podcast. They were like, I'm assuming that, the show is her biggest money maker, probably. And even on top of just not just money, but just gives her the most exposure. Why would you pretty much do something against the biggest income that you have just to show it on the thing? And honestly, if I was Robin and that really was the case, I would have never even brought it up, because that could potentially be getting fired or maybe demoted on the show. I would have just took that one to the grave. Like, why even bring it up?
She's also. I don't think she thought about that.
I don't think she either. I think that was a dumb move.
She was just focused on trying to one-up Karen.
Yeah.
Be like, oh girl, well I already knew about this. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you the whole story how I knew, instead of thinking about, okay, well, like you said,
I shouldn't say nothing.
I shouldn't say anything, and just let it ride. Because I know the truth. I already married the man, so it's good on me.
Right.
And maybe that's another thing. She knew she was about to marry him. And so she wanted the story to be about the marriage, and that's about, I'm married a guy who already cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. But it also now all makes sense. Oh, this just unfolded so beautifully. So shout out to production. Mm-hmm. Now everything is making sense. Why they did the infidelity clause. Why we have been waiting so long to get a wedding. Mm-hmm. Like all these things just kind of fell in place. Yeah. So, but I feel like it should have fallen in place with production involved. Like actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's disappointing.
Boring.
I'm not surprised, child. I'm not surprised that this is what she knew. I mean, even her, I'm not gonna say that I felt like in that moment when Ashley told her what Karen said that it looked in her face like she knew, but it was something about her demeanor that was kind of embarrassed, but I don't know, something in her.
Robin's demeanor?
Yeah, Robin.
Yeah, you did.
And you could tell, it was a little defensive, a little kind of you're embarrassed a little bit about something or whatever.
Are you talking about at the table or when Ashley's telling her? When
Ashley's telling her, yes. She calls Juan and makes a big scene about, oh, well, this, that, and the third happened, and
why are you yelling at Robin like that? And Robin, why are you accepting that? But then again, maybe she already knew that he was frustrated about it. So maybe,
well, it's also, a game, though.
still.
It's a game because he know that this done happened obviously months ago, right? We're just seeing this.
True.
So
Maybe
you gotta play the
that.
game. You have to pretend and act like you're upset and babe, don't even worry about that because this, that, and the third.
But you could have. He didn't have to be. He was on 10. You didn't have to be on 10. You could have been.
Well, you know Juan. He don't be liking none of the
He
stuff.
really doesn't.
He don't got time for the BS. He ain't coming to nobody event. He ain't being a part of nothing. He just like Robin, go ahead and handle that. Like
No,
he don't be with the. So guys, this part of the episode we always raise a glass.
T-Pain.
And since it is Black History Month, we will be raising the glass to Black icons and just giving you guys a little history, honey. So today we are going to be showing love and giving you guys some history about Tom Joyner. So Tom Joyner is the first African American to become a syndicated radio host. His Tom Joyner Show is broadcasted over 104 radio stations in the United States, and he is also a musician, author, producer, actor, and television show host. And besides being involved in media, of course, he is also a very well-known philanthropist, and he provides tons of financial support for students that attend HBCUs.
I actually interned for that foundation.
Oh, great.
I did some social media for them back in the day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, culture history.
Thank you, Tom Joyner, for
Yes.
that money in my pocket.
Period. So yes, we just want to shed light because
Yes.
obviously radio and podcasts are kind of like a family, a part of a family. So we want to, of course, lay the foundation with Tom Joyner because he definitely is a huge part. I think about my childhood, like being in the car with my parents.
That's about to say. On the way to school in the morning, my mom would play between Tom Joyner and Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey.
That was one of the two things. Shadow, wow.
It's the Tom Joyner
morning show. Yeah.
Yes.
That is a part of the
Oh my
culture.
God,
So.
it's like nostalgic.
I'm about to cry a little bit.
Those moments though, like when smells or songs
Yes,
or
and just remind you of
music
back
or
in the
something
day.
just remind you of your childhood. And I remember he had some cruise or something. I remember
The Tom Joyner cruise, yes.
oh my God,
Oh my goodness.
so
Shout out
funny.
to you if anybody ever went.
Yes,
on
or your
this
parents
cruise.
went or something like that, or whatever family.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to you, Tom Joyner, and we really appreciate all that you have brought to the culture, the history.
Yes.
Of
So
Black
we're gonna glad to
people.
you for being
Yes.
a Black icon. With that being said, I think this brings us to the close of our show. First of all, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. As always, please make sure you hit those links in the description box below and follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We don't have Facebook. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on Amazon Prime. Subscribe on Anchor.fm. Subscribe on SoundCloud. Subscribe on LimeWire. Whatever you're listening to us on right now, subscribe.
Yes. All
Like,
things.
comment, continue to engage, continue to chat. I hope and pray for your sake that you get those Beyonce
Me
tickets.
too, child.
Don't forget to pre-register for Beyonce. Are we getting paid for Beyonce right now at this point?
At this point,
Make sure you pre-register. Payola.
we are a part of the.
We are a part of it. Yeah. But yes, shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. And
we'll see you next time.
we'll see you next time.
Cocktails and culture.
Cocktails and culture.
Cheers.
Get it from my man, what's now?